We are live right here at Streets Media. Hey, it's all a party right now. We thank God for his goodness and his mercy, all of his good and righteous ancestors. Me and my main man, what's up, DJ 5 Star?
Good morning, Peace in the Morning Show. I missed y'all.
No doubt about it, brother. How you feel this morning, man?
I feel real good. As soon as I leave the show, I'm going to head to Miami and set up a meeting for something great for the state of Maryland.
What? South
Coming
Beach?
soon. Yeah, it's terrible because I got to fly in, fly back home because we got a long day tomorrow with our BPM appreciation event at the place tomorrow.
That's right. As a matter of fact, let's just kick it off the top and let them know we got a lot of things going on. As today, we have the sister, we're going to bring her on in a minute, not just yet, but the dynamic writer, screenwriter, author, director, Miss Andre Harris. She'll be with us momentarily. Also coming on the show, Diva the Voice. That's right, the Voice will be on with us. The sister who is the host of the most will be hosting the 5th annual Family Day tomorrow, Saturday, in Annapolis, Maryland. And there's my brother from 10:30 to 6:30, Weems Whalen Field. And also, my brother will be hosting, along with a number of other folks, Arthur Harris and a whole lot of other powerful brothers and sisters at the place in Baltimore, Maryland, downtown. That's right. Black Professional Men Day Party, honoring 15 brothers doing big things in business and in the community. So stay tuned for the Peace in the Morning Show because it's Funky Friday, baby. And we getting ready to roll. We're going to give you this quick commercial. And when we come back, man, we're going to rock, and roll. Hey, welcome forward. Peace in the morning. This is Darius A. Stanton. This Funky Friday, baby, with my main man, DJ 5 Star. Hey, 5, man, I'm so excited about today because, first and foremost, thanks to our good and righteous ancestors for waking us up. I mean, think, we're blessed to see another day. And without that, we have nothing. So we got to give thanks and praises just for our mere breath. You know, just the fact that we have our breath, we can move, we can breathe, we got our fingers, our toes. I mean, all of those things, we take them for granted until it's not there anymore. And so I want us just to remember how important it is to just enjoy and embrace life. So let's get on with the show, because I know it's Funky Friday. We're going to let 5 funk it up. But before we do, I want to bring one of our special guests on to the stage. So excited about having her with us this morning. I had a chance to meet her at an event that we did down in Charles County with a super duper spot, clothing line, just out of sight dynamite. And we connected right away. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome Miss Andre M. Harris to the Peace in the Morning Show.
Good morning.
Peace and love, Queen. How are you?
I'm wonderful. You know, I had a full cup of coffee. DJ 5 just started jamming. I spilled coffee all over the laptop. I was calling my godson. I said, hurry. I'm like, I'm telling you, I ain't even have to go out and walk this morning. I got my tennis shoes and everything on. But I was working out right here on the sofa. So thank you,
Hey, well,
DJ
you know all we
Five.
gotta do is like click a finger and five will start cranking. I mean, right away. You know, if you want to keep on boogieing, that's what
He
we
let me get it in. I said,
make
you are good. I'm
you
like, wow.
coach from your bed in your car. Matter of fact, if you from your start, that's how we do on the Peace of the Morning show.
I tell you, well, I appreciate it because ain't nothing like some good music. You know, that's one thing about us. We can get, I don't care what you're dealing with, what you're going through, music always can take you there. And then I spilled the coffee on this Keith Sweat joint. Because, you know, I'm old school. You know, you were doing the DJ Kool and the Biz Markie, you know, rest in peace, Biz. And then you hit me with the Keith Sweat, and I just went stupid. And I was like, forgot I was in the house, and just the coffee went everywhere. So I think I'm here. I look all right. I feel all right. I look all right. I look all right.
Beautiful. You look beautiful, and we are so glad to have you. Thank you for joining us on the Peace in the Morning show.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here. I am very honored to be here.
So, you know, we have a lot to cover with regard to you because you have a huge story. I mean, you're a successful writer, author.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, let's just start by telling folks about you have 2 new books out. You've written a total of 7. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think it's 7. I think.
And you have 2 new books out. Tell us the name of your 2 new books, please.
So my 2 new books out are called Being Made Whole, a 30-day journey to mending the broken pieces of life's puzzle. And the spinoff to that is Freedom from the Bondage of Brokenness. And both of them are healing books. This is more like a journal, so you can kind of answer the questions and, you know, things of that nature. But it came about when my life had just got torn to pieces. I was married to the same person, married, divorced, and remarried to the same person. We had been together for over 30 something years since I was 19 and he was 18. And, you know, suddenly he decided that the lifestyle that God had been pushing me to is what he didn't want. And I realized after reflection that there were some things in some areas in my life that I could have fulfilled better, and I didn't. So he left, and actually officially August I will be divorced, and I'm happy. In my transition, I had to do a lot of reflections. And so I started writing. I started going back to what works for me, and that is writing. Writing helps me to purge what's going on my inner me, because sometimes the enemy is the inner me. So I had to get into me to become intimate with me. And so that's where this came from. And then Freedom of the Bondage of Brokenness came about when I was a pastor for many, many, many years. And I was broken at the end. I had so many things that I could tell everybody, but I didn't have any of it for myself. I was giving a lot of myself all over the place, but I forgot to save some for Andre. So when I got to a breaking point, I wanted to walk away. I didn't want to deal with church people, church, religion, none of that. I just didn't want to have anything to do with it. So I just walked away. And I ended up going to staying away for a long time. And I reconnected with some friends of mine who shared with me about the ministry that I attend now. And I'm more into relationship, not religion. And when I got there, I got rebirthed. I had to strip and unlearn and relearn. And the apostle there was sharing with me his life story. And I was like, dang, okay, I'm not the only one. So I wrote Freedom from the Bondage of Brokenness because I wanted people to know that no matter what, you don't have to live in the shadows of people. If, you know, I came under the assumption that if I stay with my husband, the world would think that the marriage is good. If we're not together, the world would say that we're not, the marriage is bad. If I kept a job, they would say I'm successful. If I lost my job, I'm unsuccessful. So my morals and my outlook on life had to be undone and relearned because I was in bondage to the people that I was taking care of. I was in bondage to what people thought of me instead of like living free. So in 2017, when my husband walked out, I really began to live then. It seems crazy, but I really began to live. Now, are we friends? We ace boon coon. But I began to say, God, don't let me walk back in that door anymore. Show me me. I don't want to be associated with this. I want to see me. And that's what he began to do. Show me me. So freedom from the bondage of brokenness talks about letting go, talks about self-love, talking about forgiveness, and things of that nature, things that will help us break those things and those chains that hold us to ourselves. You know, sometimes the biggest prison is not the one somebody puts you in, but the one that you put in yourself.
Wow. So that really brought you to who you are. I mean, one of the things we talk about here on the Peace in the Morning show is men for domestic peace and how important it is for us to maintain peace in our households. And that requires a lot, but it's really pretty simple, in my opinion. But it starts with being good to people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where things start to, the divide starts to split, whether you have peace in the home, because we forget to be good to people. And a lot of times we forget to be good to people because there are things that have happened to us, just like you experienced, that create a traumatic moment. And if you keep having one traumatic moment after another, one painful incident after another, then you become, as we say on the show all the time, hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people. Mm-hmm.
Love people love people. And so we start to attract, you know, what we surround ourselves with.
Yeah. Most definitely. You know, the funny thing about
so many instances.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, I appreciate you saying that, attracting the type of people that we are. Because again, I was young. I was 19 and he was 18. The only thing we had in common was what young people do, you know? And so I never really got an opportunity, although I've had other relationships and stuff throughout those periods. I never, ever, ever took the real time to love up on me because I didn't know how. I looked for it everywhere: food, sex, drugs, alcohol. Never, ever, ever taken the time to have like an intimate relationship with myself. So I appreciate that, what you just said too, because that's true.
Yeah, you know, and that I think so we're going to have some takeaways today. I really, as a matter of fact, you know, here on the Peace in the Morning show, because of course we got DJ 5-Star, we automatically going to groove, we're going to crank, we're going to funk, we're going to have a good time. But we also want to make sure that when you leave here, you have some action-based items to take with you. And so one of the things that we want to start with off the break, the first thing, number one, please put it in the chat. Number one, be good to yourself. Be good to yourself. Number two, don't bully yourself. You know, a lot of times because other people bully us, put things on us, you know, people say you too tall, you too short, you too dark, you too light, you too whatever. And then we start to take those things on. And so in order for us to be able to project what it is that we want to really see in life, that's why I say peace and love. The reason why the show is Peace in the Morning, because we want to project that first, right off the top, peace. That's the first thing that comes out of our mouth, because that's what we want to see come back to us, is peace and love. And so number one, be good to yourself. Number two, don't bully yourself. Because when we take that on, it puts then other people feel like they can do it. And you start to take on this defeatist mentality, this defeatist attitude. And so it's, you know, what you're doing by sharing, and first of all, thank you so much for sharing and taking the time out, you know, to come on the show and let people hear about your story. Because there are a lot of people who started off young. You know, what really blessed me in my life was I was able to have models that I saw in my grandparents, because my parents were young as well. They had me at 17 and 18 years old, you know, but I was able to see my grandparents be married for 50 years and love each other and take time out for each other. Now, my grandfather used to leave my grandmother for church because she wouldn't be ready all the time, but he was a deacon and he felt like he had to be there on time. Right? But other than that, you know, they had a whole lot of fun, you know, and I'm sure they had their challenges over 50 years. What couple wouldn't? But the fact that love was always present. And so it's really, really, really important to make sure, number 3, that we have a circle of love. So number 1, be good to yourself. Number 2, don't bully yourself. And 3, make sure you have a circle of love, people who really, really, really love you. So in your world, Ms. Harrison, you know, we got some dynamic people that are waiting in the room to come on board. Ms. Erica Griswold, Diva the Voice. Also, our good brother from Black Professional Men, Mr. Ray Lucas, will be joining us shortly to talk about what's going to happen tomorrow at the Black Professional Men Day Party. But tell me about the people who really helped you and influenced you, Andrea, to be who you are, a screenwriter, a director, an actress, you know, all of those things after going through what you went through, and you still have been able to thrive.
You know, I got to give all praises to God. I have to give praises to God. My spiritual father, Favor Elias, I thank God for him, because he took me when I came in the door and was like, you know what, make it do what it do. Do you believe in yourself, just like the 3 things that you gave. And I used to tell people all the time, I have to take my foot out my behind because I'm gonna need it to stand on. People like, you know, I have people in the arts that I look up to. Viola Davis, the late Cicely Tyson, you know, the late, there's just so many people that I can name that have influenced my career. Antoine Allen, who took me in and as an actress and said, Andre, you can do this. Howard G, Trey Chaney, Sharon Brown, local people here in the DMV area that saw things in me. And if I forget you, please don't charge my heart. But there are just some people that was like, Andre, you have it. You have what it takes. Because there are some times when I used to judge my insides by your outsides. And then one day I just said, you know what? I'm going to walk away from it all and I'm going to pursue it. And I started being my own cheerleader. Stop waiting for people to say yes. I stopped giving my ideas to people who, when I looked around, they weren't so sure about their own lives, which means I had to be careful about what I shared with them, because they would say things like, you sure? Did God tell you that? And so I just started saying, okay, God, you told me I could have whatever it is my heart desire. So I stopped waiting and started creating. So there's a whole lot of people that have gone before me, my ancestors and all those people that have gone before me that have already paved the way. I'm the great niece of Leontine Price. I am, so I have, you know, some people that down the bloodline, I see why I am who I am. I thank God for my mother, because even though I had a traumatic childhood, my mother was raising me as a young girl, and she lost her mother at 15. And it took me years to learn how to forgive my mother. Because noticing, I don't know why I'm going to cry. It took me years to forgive my mother and stop blaming her for my hurt. And so when I started writing and getting free, I just, oh God, yeah, I don't even, this wasn't right. But anyway, I thank God for my mother, because I just say today that she did the best she could do for me and with me and what she knew how to do to raise me. And so those are all of my people. I don't know, y'all. I just got caught in a moment. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate, you know, first and foremost, you sharing with us. You know, that's what we do. You know, that's the beauty in this show. And I say that from just not sitting in as the host, but because I get choked up. You know, this morning I was sitting on my step, you know, when you talk about family. And right after this, we're going to take a brief break and a commercial for one of our sponsors, the Life magazine. But I got choked up this morning because I see what's happening in our world with regard to the media. And unfortunately, you know, there are so many people who care about their families, and they made a decision one way or the other as to whether or not, you know, they were going to be participating in this vaccination or not. And they've done a lot of research, a lot of homework. And I see people shaming, even inside of each other's families, you know, tearing people down, talking about them like dogs, because they decided that they're going to take a path to trust the body, to trust God, you know, and other people say, well, you got to trust this. And I watched Johnson & Johnson yesterday settle suits, You know, they allowed Johnson & Johnson to promote a vaccine, and they just finished settling a suit for opioid addiction, where they paid doctors. They knew that they were falsifying information, over marketing, which exploded all over the country. You got zombies in some towns where they just look like it's the apocalypse. They just pulled their sunscreens off the market, you know, 5 or 6 different products because they had seen to cause cancer. And last but not least, baby powder.
Yep.
You know, Ben Crump was in Baltimore just yesterday and in DC the day before. He's one of the attorneys that are handling a class action suit against Johnson & Johnson because baby powder is now, they know, has been laced with asbestos, which causes cancer. And you know how many young girls, women, and men put baby powder on their chest, between their legs, underneath their arms. I mean, just bathe in baby powder, right? So you know, people are questioning whether or not somebody should trust somebody with that type of track record. How dare you do that? You know, so stop shaming your family members. Pray for them. You know, we believe in prayer. We believe in God until it's time to use it, right?
Yeah.
When we come back on the Piece of the Morning show, we're going to bring Miss Andrea Harris back to the stage and find out a little bit more what she's doing. But we're also going to bring on our good brother, Ray Lucas, and the diva herself, Erica Griswold. Right? We can come back on the Piece in the Morning show. All right, welcome back to the Piece of the Morning show. This is Darius A. Stanton with DJ 5 Star.
5 Star.
And we have the incomparable Andrea Harris with us. Thank you so much, Andrea, for sharing, you know, with us, you know, your background, the people who support you, and the fact that, you know, a little Black history fact that you are a family member of Leontine Price. And I see Mama Lou from Morning Tea with Mom has checked in with us. And she says she remembers meeting that diva, queen that she is. So, you know, hats off to that historical giant and the contributions to our society that she made. And I can see that you are carrying that legacy on right now. So thank you so much for what you're doing. Tell us, you know, what do you have? What projects? So you got 2 new books out. We shared those in the beginning of the show. But tell us some of the other things and projects that you're working on.
So I'm working on, let's see, I have a movie coming out. I'm working on this called Penitentiary Love. I'm working on another movie. We just started casting for a movie called Vengeance Is Mine. And we are working on another movie called Obsessive Intoxication. Now, I am a self-taught screenwriter. So, and I'm a multi-award winning screenwriter. And so I just won 2 more awards the other day. And I expect to win some more this week throughout the film festivals. And I say that because I tell anybody you can do whatever you put your heart to. And don't put no limits to it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm critiquing people's scripts, putting together scripts. Just finished filming Lola with shout out to Antoine Allen Films and True Vision, which is in LA. We were in Atlanta for 2 weeks filming that. You can catch Lola 1 on Tubi TV. I played the mother to the wonderful Taja V. Simpson and Jacente Hedlum, and the wife to Nakia Dillard. Y'all might know him from Black Lightning and The Wire. And I'm just excited. I love the theater. I started out in theater, so I love film, TV, and theater. So anything that has to do with arts and entertainment, you can wake me up out of my sleep. And I know Ronnie can attest to that. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing, working on movies.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I'm glad to know it. And, you know, if you want to follow Ms. Harris, you know, she's on social media, Facebook, Instagram. Give us some of your channels, please, so we can put it up in the chat.
Everything is I am Andre Harris. I am Andre Harris on Instagram, Twitter, and for Facebook is Andre M. Harris. And that's where you can reach me at. You can look on my websites. I do run Andre Harris Productions, which is a female production company for filmmakers and authors. And we believe in making your dreams come true. So if you're balling on a budget and you still want a short film and you want to still produce a book, we can help you with that. And then I also have a studio, a soundstage in Bel Air, Maryland called It's the Rap Studio. And we've filmed several movies out of there already. And you can go on my website, www.andremharris.com.
Right. We're going to put that in there. So that's AndreMHarris.com. Andre with two E's, ANDREEM Harris.
And I'm going to tell you guys, I think I got stuck somewhere. I got stuck somewhere, but if you go on Kindle right now, you can get copies of those ebooks for free for the next 5 days.
Wow. Did you hear that? You better get it. Don't snooze. Do it today. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today, because tomorrow is not promised to you.
And just leave a review. And if you leave a review, I'll send you an autographed copy of the actual book.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, before you roll out, we want to make sure, thank you so much for being here. We're going to bring our other guests on. But before you roll out, I'm going to ask DJ 5-Star, you know it's Funky Friday, to crank it up for you a little bit so you can get your groove on and get your workout all at the same time while you come on the Peace in the Morning Show. How about that?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And please send us some of your clips so we can let people know what you're doing, because we want to make sure that people follow you and continue to rise. As your star rises, we want to make sure that the people right there with you to love, support, and pray for you, because you know we believe in prayer on the Peace in the Morning Show.
Thank you so much. I see my mom's out here. Thank you, Mom.
I was going to ask you, I saw that in the chat. Is that Mom out there? Peace and love, Mom. Wow. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, that's Miss Andre Harris, Andre M. Harris, writer, screenwriter, author, actress, director. Thank you so much for being with us. We look forward to having you again on the Peace in the Morning Show. And, you know, if you want to see us again tomorrow, 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock, we will be out at the Planet Fitness in Charles County with Tyler J. So come check us out, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Say it again.
I said my girl, Tyler J.
That's right, Tyler J, superstar on the rise. Make sure you come meet Tyler J at the Planet Fitness out in Charles County, Maryland. And also the Life magazine will be there, and yours truly, the Peace in the Morning Show. We will be in Charles County, Baltimore, and Annapolis, Maryland, all in one day, live. The Peace in the Morning Show is going to be bringing all that good news that you can use. Thank you so much, Ms. Harris, for joining us. We look forward to having you back on the show real soon.
Thank you so much for having me, y'all.
No doubt. Peace and love. And right now, without any further ado, I'm going to bring this brother to the stage. He's been a member of Black Professional Men for many years. Mr. Ray Lucas. Come on to the stage, sir.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning, King.
Yes, very well. How you doing, my good brother?
I'm doing great. And I have to say, you know, I thought DJ 5-Star was my friend, but he's going to bring me on behind the multi-talented, multi-dimensional Andre M. Harris. You owe me, buddy.
Drinks on me tomorrow.
Hey, brother. Well, we know that stars shine off each other, right? So, Mr. Lucas and Mr. Lucas, you're a star in your own right. It's good for you to be humble and modest, with your own stardom, brother. But you are very much a star. As a matter of fact, File, you want to tell the people a little bit about Mr. Lucas, just to let them know just an inchy pinch about who this good brother is?
Man, I love my STEM folk, man. Anybody that loves science, technology, engineering, and math, and anybody that wants to give back to the children and making sure that they on the right path, they are all right with me. And that's the epitome of Mr. Raymond Lucas. I met him, I don't even know how many years ago. It's been double digits, I think, at least probably going on 12 or 15. But the most pivotal moment, say it again.
2011.
2011, see, I told you we in double digits. And so the most pivotal moment that he always talks about, so I'm going to beat him to it, is when we was in Houston together at a conference, and I was ready to go get some work in and do some DJ work. And he was like, nope, go home to your wife. She misses you. Go home to your wife. And I went home, and it made her whole year. That I got her whole year. I told her I was about to go DJ, and she said, you came home? I said, yes, I did. I came home. I didn't go. I came home for you. And it worked. And so he always jokes and says, I saved Kendrick's marriage. I saved it. And he had a good reason to say that. But yes, great guy.
Well, hey, that's how you get to 42 years of marriage, man.
Man.
Whoa.
Where's my applause at?
Hey, so I just celebrated 25. But, brother, you gave me something to look forward to. I mean, that's already a star to look up to. 42 years.
Man, 1 year at a time.
Shout out to you and your queen.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, matter of fact, while we got that opportunity, I put 3 things out there already for our folks to make sure that they write down and start to implement right away in their lives. Number 1, be good to yourself. Number 2, don't bully yourself. Number 3, make sure you have a circle of love. So I'm going to ask you, Mr. Lucas, to give us number 4 and take one of those pages out of your 42 years of marriage and share with people what you think people could really benefit from learning today.
Okay. Never have any delusion that you're going to be right in an argument. I have to say the most significant thing that I learned was that you have to grow together. Like, decide on how you want to expand your knowledge and your circle of friends. You do that together.
Right. No, I love that. Grow together.
We took turns going back to school, and so she went first, and then I went first, and then I went second, Yeah.
Yeah. So I can appreciate that, and so that means that you also, as a man, support the growth and development of your wife.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How important is that for men to be able to really go out of their way to support, their wives' dreams and aspirations?
Well, if you want to have the kind of wonderful life that I'm having right now, that you also have to make sure that you don't let your ego get in the way when she starts making more money than you.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, and that's the thing people don't realize. Like, it's people that get married and they keep separate accounts, separate bedrooms. Just a lot of separatism in something that's supposed to be a union. And if it's yours, it's mine. What's mine is yours. We're in a partnership.
Yeah, because you're only going to be happy together, not by yourself. Awesome. Well,
speaking of being happy, we're going to be happy tomorrow. I'm always happy. And I thank you for your years of service to Black professional men, an organization now that is, you just celebrated 25 years?
30. We're 30 years.
30 years.
Wow. Yeah.
So, that's just a tremendous feat for us to be able to maintain an organization, any organization, for 30 years, but to, maintain 30 years of Black professional men supporting each other, praying for each other, helping each other, making money with each other, investing in each other, holding each other accountable.
Yeah, and
we're really excited about that.
I think what's really important about Black professional men is they have stuck to their core of uplifting young people, young Black men, and in terms of their education and also social emotional growth. And the programming that they do, especially now where they basically support multiple programs around the Baltimore metropolitan area in terms of how they contribute their talent, time, and resources. It's awesome.
Yeah, one of the things that I was so impressed with when I first got involved with the organization, one of the first questions that was asked of me was, how can we help you?
Right.
And I thought that was just so profound because typically, when you go join organizations or boards or become a membership, they want to know, well, what are you going to bring to the organization, which is very important. But it was a breath of fresh air for somebody to ask, what can we do to help you grow? How can we help your organization? And that's because they understand, and we understand, as a member myself, how important it is. If you win, I win, and therefore the community wins.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. And I mean, I'll be 66 years old tomorrow, and I still have mentors.
Major.
So,
wow.
And I've had mentors pretty much all of my life. And a lot of us have relationships with folks. They may not call them mentors, but what those relationships are doing is providing kind of a mentoring kind of support in your life where you have somebody that you can go to that may be outside of your family, maybe within your family. But it's really about sharing knowledge.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me just say, happy solar return to you, brother. Happy birthday, man. 60. You said 66?
Yeah, man.
Wow. Hey, Five. What's up, brother? We looking good too, isn't he, Five?
Man, he looking real good, man. That's my big brother right there. He's the king of emotional intelligence. He definitely taught me some things. He's a mentor to me just by explaining to me how important it was to have emotional intelligence in the 70s when he worked at IBM and dealing with the abuse that he dealt with, but to be able to not clock somebody in their head and the things you got to do like that. He poured into me without knowing he was pouring into me to control my temper. I'm still from Emerson Village. So I expect for someone to respect me as I send out respect. And so when that thing doesn't happen that way, you got to have emotional intelligence to check your emotions, even though when you're disrespected. That's the power of emotional intelligence, when you can still keep your emotions in check, even when you're disrespected. And that was probably one of the biggest nuggets that I got from Ray. And the fact that he's celebrating his birthday tomorrow at the Place Lounge just makes it that much better for me to buy him some orange juice. I don't know what kind of beverages he drinks, but.
So speaking of tomorrow, and again, happy solar return to you, brothers. It's an honor, to have you on the show, and thank you for pushing something that we truly believe in, which is emotional intelligence and having people understand its significance. And I gotta thank you for coaching our good brother DJ 5 Star, because he and I are. You see that fingers behind me? I can cross them, and that's what 5 and I are. We're not over here, we together. We are like tight. And I'm so glad to have brothers, real men that, like I say, pull you up when you're stepping off wrong, help you out when you need it, getting that extra, push of motivation, or just by seeing, what they're doing, constantly encourage you to move and do what you have to do for yourself and your family and the community. So I appreciate you pouring into 5, because 5 is sure enough pouring into me and everybody on the Peace in the Morning show.
Hey, and hey, Kendrick, when you buy me those drinks tomorrow, I'm not talking about Ensure, okay?
You can have whatever you want for your birthday. Whatever you want, you got it.
Hey, speaking of birthday and tomorrow, so Five, bring it up on the screen if you don't mind, man. Bring us, let us know the details and all what's happening with the Black Professional Men Day Party, where we're gonna honor 15 men that are doing great things. You already heard Mr. Lucas talk about the scholarships. We've been talking about those scholarships for the last couple of weeks that young men have been able to receive and have been receiving for 30 years. Black Professional Men has not only been given money, but also you heard the emotional intelligence, the leadership, the coaching, the support system to make sure that our young people are able to thrive in environments that they may have never been in before.
Absolutely. And one of the things with Black Professional Men that I absolutely love and the leadership that we have, President Hassan Diggs, he told me, hey, Kendrick, I know you're the vice president of this organization, but you got to stop looking at Black Professional Men like you look at your church. You want to look at, if our mission is to ensure the future of the African-American male, that includes you. And so when Darius said, I've never had an organization ask me what my goal was, because if we want to ensure the future of the African-American male, that can't just be one particular type of African-American male. We got to meet every African-American male where they are and help them get to whatever goal they would like to get to. And so with that organization, it helped me realize what I needed just in relationships, and just in the connections, just in the walking somebody into a place and shaking someone's hand and saying, I want to introduce you to Mr. Tillman. He has a great STEM project. We love what he's doing with the youth. That type of power is priceless. You can't put a price tag on that. And so Black Professional Men gives you that piece while still being able to do great things and give scholarships for how many years we've been doing them. I'm just excited that our founders, Edwin Avent, Drew Hawkins, and Scott Phillips, went to the mayor at that time to say, well, what are you going to do about all the killing and murdering in Baltimore? And that at that time, it was Mayor Kurt Schmoke that said, well, what are you guys going to do? And here is this birth organization 30 years later. And so with that, I just love the fact that we get the chance to celebrate and highlight our good friend Ray tomorrow at the place right there on Franklin Street. And so we'll be really just... It's a free event, and so it'll actually start with for the queens. The first 25 queens to come into the facility free of charge. We have a wine tasting piece for you. So again, that is right there on 315 West Franklin Street. And so with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Darius. It's about time for me to get to the airport and shoot to Miami for a bit.
Get it back on. Congratulations, man, for the work that you're doing in the community and, your leadership. So thanks so much for that. Really excited about tomorrow. I'm looking forward to, celebrating your birthday with you. We got a lot of things going on tomorrow, but we will definitely be there. As soon as we come from Charles County, we'll be right there in the place, 2:00, to welcome Mr. Ray Lucas and all the other brothers that are doing so much great work throughout the city of Baltimore, the state of Maryland, and actually all over the country. Black Professional Men has members all over the country. And if you want to become a part of Black Professional Men, you can also just put it in the chat, Google it, Black Professional Men, and it'll come right up the website. You can see all the services, organizations we're tied to, the partners, strategic partners, and that we have working in concert with us. And just really a lot of good brothers doing a lot of good things and supporting each other, and that's what we need now more than ever.
Yes. Hey, thank you for the opportunity to speak to your audience. And I will say, I do want to say one more thing about emotional intelligence. And that's, if we think about...
The show is all about emotional intelligence.
If we think about the outcome of every interaction that we have that we want to have, then we'll have a better chance of having the right behavior that'll get us there. And a lot of times we don't think of that.
Repeat that. Say that one more time.
If we think about the outcome that we want to have for from every interaction we have with someone, like what result are you looking for? That will help you make the best decision that's going to benefit you and the other person that's involved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is powerful.
Yeah, because too often we're
If you think
we're
about
talking
every
about the
interaction
immediate.
that you have, and
Yeah.
you be intentional with your thoughts
Right.
and your actions,
And
then
and not just
that will
and
start
not
to manifest in each one of those relationships.
right and not just your immediate thought. Think about the future. How do you want this to be down the road? Because if you're thinking about the immediate present of every situation, that's when you might cold cock somebody because you're angry.
Right.
Right. You got to see down the road.
What's that?
You got to see
I
down the
said
road.
you have to see down the road.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I think we're going to add that to our 5 today. So, number 1, be good to yourself. Number 2, don't bully yourself. Number 3, circle of love. And you gave us number 4 in terms of relationships, grow together. Grow together. And then number 5, be intentional about your thoughts when you are working with people and that relationship. So be intentional about your thoughts so you can see what you want to come into existence. Did I capture that, right, Mr. Lucas?
Yeah, that gets the essence of it. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, well, we'd love to have you come back on and talk about emotional intelligence on the Piece of the Morning Show, because our whole focus, everything that we do, every program we have, every business we're involved in is focused on 2 things: asset-based communications and community development. Because when we
Great.
communicate and focus on our strengths, and we build and focus on the strengths in our community, all the other stuff, just like you said, we don't even have time to think about. I don't have time to use the word HATING. I don't have time to use the word people working against me, or I'm not even putting any of that in the atmosphere. I'm not using JEL. I can't even spell jealousy. I'm not using those words, only to make the point that I don't use them. But I'm not entering that into my conversation, and I work not to even create it in my mindset, because like you said, I want to speak when I want to see come into existence. So thank you, Mr. Lucas, for being a part of the show. Happy birthday, happy solar return to you, brother. You and your beautiful queen. I know y'all gonna celebrate, but we look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the Place on Franklin
Thank
Street
you.
in Baltimore, Maryland, for the Black Professional Men Day Party.
Gotcha. Thank you so much.
All right, so A5, look, brother, we got a dynamic DJ, MC rather, coming on the stage next. Miss Erica Griswold, also known as Diva the Voice, to talk about the Family Day, the 5th annual Family Day in Annapolis, Maryland. So 5, crank it up 4 if you wouldn't mind as we bring on the show. DJ 5 Star, Funky Friday. Let's go, baby.
Diva the Voice. What's up, sis? How you doing?
Hey.
What's up, Diva?
Hey, listen, you should have played me some Go-Go 5 Star.
I was about to mix it with Go-Go.
Ah, yes.
But because the song
See,
was talking about
and
it was
she's
all
speaking
black
what she wants to see
everything, I
come
was
into
gonna mix it with
existence.
that.
Black everything.
Yeah, I was gonna mix it with that.
She gonna use her mental telepathy, like Brother Lucas said, to make them DJ go.
Absolutely.
Speaking of go-go, tomorrow is the 5th annual Family Day
Yes,
in
yes.
Annapolis, Maryland. And have you been the host all 5 years?
Yes, sir. All 5 years. Yes.
Of course. Who else would they have do that
Who else would
besides
they
the
have?
host with the most?
Listen, Family
So,
Day.
so tell us about tomorrow. And first, let me just say thank you to you for helping me out. This past weekend, we were part of the Tunnel Vision Chase Your Dreams Social Justice All-Star Weekend, Celebrity Weekend. I mean, you had Lamar Odom, NBA champion. He was the only champion I checked. Well, no, Byron Mouton was there from the Maryland Terrapins. He was a champion, NCAA champion, so you got to give a shout out for that. But you also had Steven Jackson. He was the headliner. Rod Digger, they used to perform with Busta Rhymes. The little brother that was Caesar, Lord Caesar, and Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah.
I mean, you just had a whole host of stars and celebrities, and not only that, but Diva the Voice was in the house, our own very own celebrity. But she looked out for me. We hosted the All-Star game, which ended up being 108 to 107. And the Crime Stopper, speaking of which, the Crime Stopper came down from Baltimore, our good brother Akil Carr, and he walked away with, in 3 quarters, 56 points.
Jeez.
Crazy. Right.
Yeah. So shout out to our brother Akil, the Crime Stopper Carr, who is still doing his thing. So Diva, tell us about the 5th annual Family Day. As a matter of fact, hashtag right now, if you're watching the show, share the show, go on YouTube, subscribe to the Peace of the Morning Show with Darius A. Stanton and DJ 5 Star. Like us on Facebook, send us if you want to support us, you believe in this positive movement that we're doing, all these good people and good information, send us a Cash App at hashtag, or not hashtag, $ capital L, that's Love Stream 422. Love Stream 422. Because we bringing positive news to you. So Diva, tell us about what's going on with Family Day this weekend.
Annapolis Family Day Festival. So this festival came about with my brother Troy from the Annapolis Local Organizing Committee. It's the Annapolis LOC. It's the 5th annual. Each year it just get more amazing. It just grow and grow. I remember the first year being it was at least 120 degrees. That's what it felt like. It felt like literally 120 degrees when we pushed through. And the next year following was just as amazing. It wasn't that hot, but just as amazing. It just started growing and growing. And then 3rd year, and then 4th year. And so the 5th year we were going to have, but COVID hit, so we couldn't have it last year. So this year I am super looking forward to bring everybody together, all of the communities all over the world together, and celebrate love and family and unity and community. It is amazing. We have vendors. It's a free event. We bring stars nationally on recording artist stars. We bring the go-go. We bring spoken words and marching bands and double dutch and pony rides, and children's village is amazing every year. This year in particular, because we didn't go last year, we have all of these activities for the kids to do this year. It will be amazing. I can't even stress it enough. You just have to be there to just really feel all of the love and excitement and unity that go on that day. All year long, I look forward to doing it all year long. It's amazing. And the crew that have it is unbelievable. The work that get put into it behind the scenes, unbelievable. Unbelievable for us to be able to put on a free festival in our city of Annapolis and bring people all over the world. Baltimore, DC, our sister communities, PG. People come from Philly, New York, LA. It's crazy. And we do it every year on the last Saturday in July. And we look forward to doing it. And I'm the MC. And this Saturday, I will have a co-host for the first time. I cannot wait. Shout out to Buddy Davis. He is 1/4 of the Unbiased podcast. He hosted the red carpet with you, Darius, at the White Party for the Tunnel Vision Chasing Your Dreams initiative last weekend. And I'm having him on stage with me this Saturday. I'm super excited about that. And then you are going to be live from the festival right there with the Peace in the Morning Show. So I'm just so super overwhelming with love that we can just collaborate in that way, all coming from the same city, all coming from the community, all just getting together and vibing out and doing what we love to do together and not apart. So just like you, that J-E, I don't even know how to spell jealousy. Just like you, I don't even try to incorporate it in my brain, like to even speak it. There is none, right? There is not even none in my heart or anything. You just keep pushing. you keep pushing, you get together and make it happen. So that's what unity is. That's what Family Day Festival is. We're going to stress the importance of family and what that's like. Because we all know that family don't always have to be blood, right? Me and you are family. We're not blood. So we're going to stress that at the Family Day and have Family Day Festival and then ask people what family means to them. We having a dance off, old school, new school, dance off.
What?
What?
Can we
I
dance?
can't wait to battle you. I can't wait to battle you, Darius.
Go ahead. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Let's battle.
Exactly, Five. Said we ain't got to wait tomorrow. Let's do it now. You talk all that stuff. Crank it up, Five. Let's go to work. It's DJ 5 Star on the Peace in the Morning Show with D with the voice and Darius A. Stanton, Mr. Peace and Love. You ready to have a battle right now?
Look at it.
Listen, the lineup is crazy.
Y'all hilarious. I love it.
Listen,
Yeah, that's how we're going to do it tomorrow. Y'all better come see that battle.
I'm telling you. Listen, and guess what, Darius? We got Never Been Done. If you look at the lineup, we're gonna have Go-Go Mickey, Rocksteady, and Smoke all at the same time down at our festival. Those three iconic Congo players from DC that played. I mean, that's just super legends in their own right. All three. Smoke with the Groovers, Northeast Groovers, Mickey with Push Play with Darnell Floyd, and Rocksteady with the Rocksteady Project. All three individual bands, but them three together, I'm going to try to make something magic happen. Magic.
Oh, my goodness. That's going to be
Crazy.
off the hook. I mean, we might have to even pull up just before the show. We might have to pull up just a little bit of crank just so people can, see that. You know what I mean? So tell us about who else is going to be live on the show.
I don't think they're gonna understand what that, what that is. But we have a, awesome lineup. We have the amazing spoken word, my brother. We have him every year, and every year he bring it. He's my brother. He's your brother. Brother Messiah is gonna come and bless the stage with his spoken word. We have local artists from Annapolis that come and bless the stage each and every year. Kojo and Devon Daniel, they from Annapolis. They come every year to show their support. So they're going to be there performing this year, not performing, but we're going to try to get him to sing a little something. Brent Fias is going to be on the stage with us. I'm going to be interviewing him. That's going to be amazing. He want to do some community stuff. So that alone, because Brent do not do any interviews. He just kind of make his album. He do his collaboration. He got one right now with Drake, and he just go away. But he's going to bless the stage with us Saturday at the Family Day Festival, the 5th annual. So that is a blessing.
How did you pull it off?
Huh?
How did you pull it off?
What happened to your mic?
It don't get no bigger than that, right, Five?
There you go. Your mic was muffled. We couldn't hear you. What you said?
I got excited. That's what it was. I was probably, probably when I started doing that groove, that battle, that dance battle that we're getting ready for tomorrow. Because I am the #1 car dancer in the world. If anybody want to challenge me, just let me know. See my man Five, we can make it happen.
Hey, listen, y'all hear that, right? We're gonna have sign-up sheets. So it's gonna be a serious thing. Anybody who wants to sign up and battle Darius out there Saturday, old school, new school dance, please come see me at the stage and sign up. He gonna be out there. We gonna make it happen. Happy Feet, all of that. All of that. Cabbage Patch. You ain't ready, Darius. You ain't ready.
Hey,
Family fun.
Just so you know,
fun.
The Annapolis Family Day takes place every year.
Yep.
at the #1 neighborhood in Annapolis, which is Spa Road. Say what now?
All right, you got that. You got that. It does take.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We host all the festivals. You know what I'm saying? So, Juneteenth, the super celebration that was out there. The Boys and Girls Club was out Spa Road. They had the
Absolutely.
Lamar Odom Stack 5. You know, but we're just blessed to be able to, you know, support and love our community. And I'm real excited about the fact that tomorrow, the #1 theme is going to be, and I want y'all to hashtag this, send it out, hashtag Happy Family Day.
Yes, yes.
Because we need that motivation, we need that love and that energy and that support, you know, with one another. Because as I said earlier, we are doing too much shaming, you know, between people who, you know, yeah, there's some people who are just plain ignorant and don't want to acknowledge that even, you know, that this deadly virus exists. We know it definitely exists. People disagree on how you should treat it, but that's because you can't expect people to feel good about trusting people when Johnson & Johnson is killing people with baby powder, sunscreen, and opioid addiction, and they allowed to make a virus. I mean, a antidote for the virus.
Yep.
You know, how can you question whether or not somebody even would think about that twice?
Absolutely.
That's like giving your money to a bank that you know stole your money last year.
Yep.
So, you know, stop shaming people because they have one position or another. We all sisters and brothers. We do not need anything else to divide us. Stop letting people with money divide us, because at the end of the day, that's really what's taking place.
Yeah, that's
if we were really about health, we would stop selling alcohol and would have had marijuana legal. Alcohol killed people hand over foot every single day.
Yeah.
Liver disease, 50% of murders are related to alcohol. 40 to 50% of domestic violence related to alcohol. 40 to 50% of sexual assaults related to alcohol.
Yeah.
How many times you heard of, you know, marijuana being associated and tied to homicide?
Never.
Marijuana being tied to domestic violence. Marijuana being tied to sexual assault. Not that it doesn't happen, but my point is, if you're really serious about health and you really want to make sure people are doing well, then you would stop selling alcohol during lockdown, during social distancing, when they ask people to stay home, because alcohol reduces your immune system, your ability to fight disease. So why would you still let people buy alcohol? So don't talk to me about, you know, shaming people for not doing something or doing something. They're doing what they think is the best thing for themselves and their family.
Right.
Sure, we have some ignorant folks, but stop shaming people.
Well, I
Pray
think
for people and love people and do what you got to do.
I think that, and that's where we come in at, right? We meaning the influencers, right, of our city or wherever. Whenever there's a platform, we have that opportunity to teach them, to educate them, and then have it being, you know, receptive. And once it's receptive, if you teach one, you teach 10. So as long as we keep pushing the positivity on our platforms, I think we can change. I think we can change it one by one. So as long as we can do that, I think we good. And each and every year we do that. At least on that Saturday, they leave inspired. They leave uplifting, loving, hugging. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing.
That's
and
right.
I wish we
Kissing.
could.
I seen people kiss out there.
You know, I wish we could do it every week, but you know, every year it's amazing. We look forward to it. People look forward to it all over the year, and it is to do that one main thing, and that is family. To hug and to love and be.
Hey, I just saw, speaking of Family Day, I just saw Andre M. Harris, I guess, on the show from early today, say that she was challenging me. Now, I don't know if she challenging you or she challenging me, but if she challenging me, she better work it out in that seat, because, you know, I'm going to be getting my carb joint on, okay? Because I'm nice with mine.
Uh-oh, Queen.
Shout out to the president of Alpha App, the Delta Pi Omega chapter of Alpha. That's right.
Well, shout out to Miss Andre. Listen, I came in on when she was almost, you know, wrapping up, and shout out to you, Queen, and all of your accomplishments, and you as an influencer yourself, being a multi-talented Black woman. I commend you. I respect you. I love you. peace and love to everything you do in your future and everything you're doing now, girl. I commend you. So shout out to you. I'm sorry that I
That's
missed
what I'm
your
talking
interview.
about.
And then shout out to Ray too, that was on. Listen, Darius, your lineups on your shows, I learn every time I come on your show. I want you to know that. I
Wow.
learn something new every time. Every time I come on your
That's
show.
what it's all about. When we got dynamic people like, thank you so much for being a part of it. You know, as a matter of fact, we got some big news. We said we were gonna wait till August 1 to release it, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there and
Why
let
not?
you all know so y'all can get on board right away. Right away.
Why not?
Phyllis Curry, the president of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Delta Pi Omega chapter in Annapolis, Maryland. Thank you so much for joining us and always supporting the Peace in the Morning show and all the good work that you all are doing in the community. And so, Five, can you give me a little drum roll or some kind of bow? Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, get your tickets, get your card ready, get your airplane. Matter of fact, the airplane tickets are less than $130. Yes, that's right. We're getting ready to go on the road. DJ 5-Star, Darius A. Stanton, and we're working it out so we can get Diva the Voice down there with us. We'll be hosting the 27th annual South Carolina Humanities Festival.
Yes,
Wait for
yes.
it. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Yeah. That's right. That's right. And guess what? It's going to be at the home of the famous, the world famous. We're going to be on the same stage with Duke Ellington, Cab Calloway, Billie Holiday, Stevie Wonder, James Brown, Sam Cooke at Atlantic Beach. It's the same place where the Black Bike Weeks takes place in South Carolina. I'm sure you've been there before, haven't you, Dave?
No. I haven't. I have never. I haven't.
You never been to Black Bike Week?
Never been to Bike Week down there. Never.
What? I can't believe that. Well,
know.
guess what? You get a chance to come down and see the Peace in the Morning show. We're hosting. We will be on stage all day from 1 to 6 p.m. And then on Sunday, right back, our other show, The Lights of the Round Table with Darlene Brown, world-renowned jazz artist, Flow Wine owner Marcus Johnson, DJ 5-Star, and yours truly, Darius A. Stanton, will be back on the beach, broadcasting live. We got a Bette Midler band. I mean, a Betty Wright band that's gonna be playing. I said Bette Midler, that'd be nice. Betty Wright band that's gonna be down there playing. We got a rap group coming out of Baltimore that's gonna be performing. A host of Siobhan Russell's gonna be performing right there out of North Carolina. So it's gonna be hot. It's definitely gonna be hot. Starting off that Thursday, let me give you the lineup real quick. That Thursday, starting off, we'll have Tony Award winner performing at the House of Blues, Miss Melba Moore.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. At the House of Blues. Tickets are only $20 to see this legend, Tony Award winner, Melba Moore. Wow. That Friday, on August the 20th, we will have a golf tournament. Tea time kicks off at 8 o'clock. Some of the best golf in the world is at Myrtle Beach. So if you're a golfer, come on, get with us. We got folks coming from Philly, Atlanta, North Carolina, South Carolina, Maryland, Virginia, the whole region coming on us that weekend. Also, that Friday will also be workshops, My BMF Solutions, Waterfront Life Insurance, the Emergency Trauma Center that's being built in the District of Columbia on Southeast. Dr. Rhonda Hamilton will be there. Wow. Also, for workshops, if you're a beauty culturalist or a cosmetologist, we'll be having workshops in the salon spa right there. So that's happening on Friday and Saturday morning from 9 to 1. And then on Saturday morning, don't forget, Friday night, we're going to party with DJ 5-Star. Peace in the Morning. Check it out, Diva. And look, we're going to unveil our newest show.
I am blown away.
Peace in the Morning, Love at Night.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Love at Night. We're going to take it over. We're going to pick up where Arsenio Hall left off. and crank it up
Yes,
all the way
there it
live. Myrtle Beach, Friday night.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what, August the 20th. We're going to be live cranking it with DJ 5 Star. You know 5 is going to go.
Yes, I do. Absolutely. Wow. I'm blown away. I am blown. You didn't tell me that lineup. You didn't tell me the specifics. I'm absolutely.
Oh yeah. And then we just secured Tyler J, the artist, actress. She will be coming out on Sunday. She's going to grace the stage with us for a little bit. So, you know, you can go, and then it's being sponsored by the United Nations.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're very grateful. So all of you Peace of the Morning Show family, you know, we love you. We appreciate you. Make sure you follow us. We're going to send out the information on our social media pages. Go to our YouTube channel, Peace of the Morning Show, subscribe. And, you know, one more time, we're going to give our Life Magazine commercial. Put that out there so y'all can support the Life Magazine because they're pushing people that push people. When we come back, we have one more final word from Diva so she can give us that final lineup. Those 3 Rock'em Sock'em Congo players that's going to be in the house and all the other performers, Children's Center, all the things that's going to be happening at Annapolis Family Day. And our good brother 5 Star to tell us about the day party in Baltimore City. Oh, yeah, it's going to be lit tomorrow. Hey, hashtag Happy Family Day. Check us out, Life Magazine. All right, welcome back to the Peace of the Morning Show. So, 5, tell us again, you know, the lineup tomorrow, who's going to be hosting at the Black Professional Men Day Party in Baltimore, Maryland, celebrating 15 outstanding brothers doing great things in the business and the community. Please put them up solo.
Sure. Well, we're going to start off with a great wine tasting. See if I can pull up this good old image here so you all can see it. So free wine for the first 25 queens to come on down to the Place Ultra Lounge in Baltimore, Maryland. There we go. Let's see what we got right there at 315 West Pratt Street. So same location there, and we will have some wine tasting. And, of course, we got our good friend Ray Lucas' birthday at the same place. You will be there. I'll be there. And that's going to be how we're going to do it. Don't forget the Baltimore County African American Cultural Festival. We starting promotion with that as well. That's going to be the 18th of September. So I think I had that promotion in there that you're doing. We need some volunteers for that. You click on my link tree, linktr.ee, and go right to everything you need. Got Lee Michaels with the Gospel Showcase and a good friend, you guys, Freddie Jackson performing live. So it's going to be pretty good good event. Family friendly, free. And so we'll start with tomorrow. And if you're in Baltimore late, I'll DJ at Black Swan in the evening.
Nice.
So that's 2 to 6 for the day party and 9 to 1 at Black Swan tomorrow. So Darius, you're gonna be all around the world, all around Maryland.
I don't think he minds that. Always
you on mute. We don't hear you. You on mute.
Can't hear your mic.
No, you on mute? You gonna mute it?
We can't hear you.
Hey, look, I'm happy and all excited, pumped up. People talking about what's going on in South Carolina, the dates I put in the chat, but I am going to be running. You're right, 5. I'm going to be running all over tomorrow. Like people say, when you running for office, brother? I'm like, hey, I'm running for peace and love.
Right, exactly.
Vote for that.
Vote for that.
That's right.
If we got peace and love, what else we need, right?
That's it.
So August 19th through the 22nd. So the 19th is going to be opening ceremony with tickets are only $20 to see Melba Moore perform at the House of Blues. That's from 1 to 6 p.m. On that Friday, we'll have workshops at the hotel. And then simultaneously, Five and I will be out on the golf course. That's right. That's your new game, isn't it, Five?
Man, I just played in the golf tournament last week for the Poly City game. It was their 33rd annual, and we was the youngest brothers in the whole room. We came in 4th place. Not bad.
Oh wow!
Oh boy,
Came in
that
4th place.
hey Five, did that blow your head? You just,
Man.
you know, you the man now, and you going to the golf capital, Myrtle Beach in August.
Man, I'm there, man. I'm addicted to the course, especially when it's like that. Like we were at a country club for Maryland, and you only know these type of places exist in Baltimore. Like you just amazed. Like, oh, look at these greens. Oh, yes.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
So
I'm addicted.
Friday morning, the tea time, Pine Lawn is the golf course. 8 a.m. tea time. That's going to go till about 4 p.m. And then that evening is going to be Peace in the Morning. Then the unveiling of Love at Night with Darius A. Stanton and DJ 5 Star. And hopefully we're working on to get the diva. If we can get the diva down at 5, you know we're going to be off the hook. Tyler J is coming.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, Tyler J's people just reached out to me. Diva, she wants to know, can Tyler J make an appearance tomorrow at Family Day? So I know you run the show, but you got to check with the people in the back office. But if you can make that happen, we'd love to have Miss Tyler J grace the stage of Family Days tomorrow evening at some point, just to bring her up and let everybody know she can show some love. This sister's performing all over the country.
Absolutely, it's done. It's done.
Dad, you heard it. There it is. That's how we make deals like that.
Absolutely. With the quickness.
So Saturday and Sunday is going to be some more workshops that Saturday morning. Legacy building, My BMF Solutions. So if you have a small business and you want to set your business up to make sure that your accounting is done, your payroll, your HR, your benefits, all of your insurance, dental and vision, My BMF Solutions, your legal support, your marketing support, all wrapped in one, a back office solution called My BMS Solutions. You'll learn about it down there in South Carolina, unveiling that. And Miss Arnetta Rogers is the founder of that company, and she'll be there with Dr. Rhonda Hamilton, who is building a emergency trauma center level 2 in Southeast DC to serve all of the residents of the District of Columbia, to make sure that our young people and families are dealt with, not just the bullet holes, but domestic violence, sexual assault, homelessness, depression, suicide, all of the things that are plaguing us that are really not being treated in our communities. Yoga, meditation, holistic eating, all of the things that we need to really live a vibrant life beyond, this time that we're living in right now. So shout out to them for being sponsors and coming down with the Peace in the Morning show. And then Saturday and Sunday on the 21st, it's going to be Darius A. Stanton, DJ 5 Star, and the Peace in the Morning show. And we working to get the D. You hear me keep saying working, right? Because we are working. The brother Ray said, put it into existence.
Working.
That's right.
That's
put
right.
It into existence. That's
so
it.
That's what we're doing. So Diva, as we wrap up, and then Sunday will be Lights of the Round Table with the world-renowned Marcus Johnson performing. And we will be hosting right there with a number of other artists, the Betty Wright Band and Siobhan Russell and a host of others that's going to be performing. Some rappers coming down from Baltimore City, some hip-hoppers, and they spitting nothing but fire. Of course, all the music we promoting is positive. But they tell us what that line you got tomorrow at Annapolis Family Day that's kicking off at 10:30 in the morning to 6:30 p.m.
Listen, this Saturday, people will experience what it was at the Million Man March back in 1995, that essence of unity and what it means to be family